Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft, where we are going to be checking out our god armor. I am wearing it right now, and it has been renamed, and I'll tell you what, I spent probably over an hour, I'll admit it, okay? I wasted a lot of time looking at all the different Unicode options, all the little symbols that could be made, shuffling loads and loads of names, just couldn't make up my mind. And so eventually I was right, pull your finger out and do this. Here's what I've settled on. Evil Eyes, Turtle Shell, Derpants, and Lava Flippers, and a little bit of Unicode symbols there with the arrows on the side. Oh, I went through so many things, I won't bore you to death with it all, but look at these enchantments. We're going to put them to use right here at the beginning of this stream, and you're about to find out exactly how. It's going to all make sense. Yeah, there is this place where the withers are roaming free. When I was last here, you couldn't see the wither meter in this area anymore. So I've got a feeling that they have gotten closer and closer to where we don't want them to be. Now I'm going to drink this potion so we can see. Oh, I can feel the server lag straight away. And there are mobs in this area. Now remember, we're wearing our god armor, so we should... Oh, they sound so close. They sound so close by. Okay, they are close by, that's why. How many do we see so far? Like 3 or 4 perhaps? We kind of want to fight them one at a time. So we've got this one, and I'm going to bring it back towards me. Okay, this is doing a good job. This isn't like last time we fought them where we had to wait. I brought my wither axe with me, by the way. Okay, there's another one coming to the area. Just got to focus on this fella. Oh, man. Okay, I am not taking a lot of damage, though, am I? So the god armor is doing its thing. That's what we're really here to look at, right? Good thing I brought a lot of arrows with me, because my aiming is not good. Okay, come down here, sucker. By the way, I've not used a potion yet. I've not ate a single bit of food or done anything like that. I guess we have regeneration beacon in the area, right? And what? Down by 1 heart. So the armor is helping. And now there's 2 withers over there. It's like they've all wandered back to this area. Okay, let's get one of their attention. Okay, come to me, sucker. Here we go. There's quite a few of them in this area now. They've all come back over. It's really strange. Okay, so here's something else I want to do. Oh, look at that. We actually haven't taken too much damage. I would have expected to see a fair bit more. Also, is it me or are the explosions ramping up? Is the tornado here? Let's see if we can spot the tornado. Because there is a wither tornado on the server now. Okay, yeah, it looks like there's another 3 or 4 all hanging out in that area. And we've got a couple isolated over here. Let's try and kill a few more of these. Okay, that's those 2 that are over there taken out. Let's heal up a little bit. I've actually lost a fair bit of health. And while we sort of regenerate and wither, let's go over to this creeper. This might be a little bit silly. I've got 3 lots of blast resistance, and it pretty much didn't do anything to me, although I wasn't directly next to it. The closer I would have been, the more damage it would have done. Okay, oh, the skeleton, yeah, you can shoot me as well, because the old projectile protection, right? Oh, it's very laggy, though. We've still got more withers to kill. Actually, some of them have managed to damage each other. I should probably attack them and take advantage of that. Wow, look at all these blocks on the ground. They're actually, some of those are probably from when we were last here, right? Because these chunks have been unloaded. Which reminds me, I had a lot of people saying that the withers might have disappeared due to the disappearing entities bug. Well, here's the thing. The area has to be loaded for that bug to happen, right? It can't just happen in unloaded chunks. So unless someone came here while that bug was in the game, they wouldn't have disappeared. Which might have been a good way to get rid of them. But then again, if we kill them ourselves, we get Nether Stars. And as hairy as this situation might seem, we know the mobs can't really do too much damage to me, so I can just kind of hang out here and keep focusing on the wither. And another one down. And all of you lot can get wrecked. Hey look, a wither rose. Huh, I've got a few of those already as it goes, and there's a skeleton spawner over here. I'm starting to lose track. Aha, okay, there's a couple up here now. Okay, that's another one dead. 6 so far, and I'm collecting wither roses, which amuses me. I think there was another one up here somewhere. I found ya. Yeah, it was doing nothing. It was just sitting there. Hey, look, beacon beams. Wow. Okay, so there was the risk of the withers getting close enough to destroy that. There's a gang of them. Whoa! Hello. There's a lot of them over there. We must have seen about 10 or 12 all moving in the same direction. Oh, that's all I'm going to do for this moment right now. I might come back here later in this episode and clear out some more. Okay, there is something that the Nether has a lot of. And that is lava. And do you know what I've got? I've got time and patience, peeps, you know. I don't mind feeling a little bit toasty. Getting cooked up. It's kind of like being in a hot tub. Just steadily damaging my armor. How long can we hang out here for? We are actually taking damage. But then, you know, I can have a snack and just recharge my batteries a little bit. And continue. This is so stupid. Why did they think? Oh, I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea for the 1.14 update. I'm going to be on fire for a long amount of time now. Yeah, because that's how that works. The longer you spend in the lava, the longer you're then on fire for after. But the fire damage isn't hurting the armor. Anyway, we should go repair this. And actually, while I'm repairing it, I'm going to jump into a different world altogether. So welcome to the Minecraft myth-busting world. You know, whenever I got a little something I need to figure out, I actually really enjoy coming to this world. It gets me into that myth-busting mood. And so I was experimenting over here and figuring out what we could do with adding enchantments, etc. And yeah, we can put all of these onto here. We know this. Now, in the last couple of episodes where we've been doing this, I've been talking about making a god weapon because I assumed the same thing would apply of this. I actually have also seen a couple of other people talking about god weapons. But before I started doing anything on the server, I thought I'd come over here and just see if these are compatible. So we've got sharpness, and if I put smite 5 on it, you see they actually won't let me do anything. Whereas if I put looting and mending on the sword, it does. So although this trick works with the armor, it looks like it didn't apply to other types of enchantment as well. So when it comes to a weapon, we can't actually make a god weapon, we can't stack sharpness and smite together. But I am kind of curious, because we can do this with commands, to see if it does make a difference or not. Now I know we're in creative mode, but damage will work the same way from these swords when we use them. So we've got sharpness 5, and then sharpness 5 and smite 5. So if I bring in a zombie and we hit it, 1, 2, and 3 hits till it's killed, okay? Now the one that has smite on as well, 1, wow, there's actually 2 hit. Oh, and now you got armor on. It was 2 hit last time I tried it, and you got armor on again. Okay, 1. Oh, okay, apparently now it's 2 hits. Maybe I was probably swinging too quickly. But you saw it there. Nice and clear. So 1, 2, 3, and if they did stack together, it would be 1 hit kill with a sword. Oh, that would have been so awesome, right? Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that. Okay, let's get back into it. I'm going to take a little bit of time here to fight and kill some withers while I have some free time. But I just had a meeting with my YouTube rep and we went over my channel statistics and all sorts of interesting stuff. And now I got a question I want to ask all of you. So there'll be a poll on the screen. The question is really simple. It is, are you subscribed to the channel? I imagine around 90% of you are going to say yes because you're here, you're subscribed and you're watching Hermitcraft. But it turns out that every episode of Hermitcraft I put out there, quite a few of you watching are not subscribed. So vote in the poll and all of that. And hey, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Look at me, I'm being a good YouTuber, aren't I? Anyway, right, time to kill some withers. So how is this for a good day's work? 29 Nether stars? Not so bad. It also kind of occurred to me that some of you watching may have no idea what this place is. So many moons ago, in this space here, we summoned 100 withers into existence, and whenever this area is loaded, it causes a lot of strain on the server. So I've been over here taking some more of them out. I'd like to actually finish this now and take out all of them. There is a whole group down here, as you can see, hanging out. There's another collective around this area, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't know where the rest of them are. We spawned 100, we probably killed about 50, and it feels like there's some others somewhere out there that I just can't locate. They did make their way all the way up to the surface as well, so they could have flown off into the distance. However, they can't load chunks, so in theory, I should be able to fly around and find them, but I haven't been able to do that. Anyways, it's time for me to pack up here because there are now other players on the server. When I started killing those withers, I was the only one online, but now that other peeps are around, it means it's impacting the performance and they're having a bad time. So I was going to try and clear it all out in one go, but we'll have to save that one for another day. My friends, we have a church that's been sitting around unfinished for some time. Look at these little baby villagers wandering around here in the nether. Don't you know this place is dangerous? And over here we got a congregation of villagers. In fact, look at this place. It's become rather remarkable. There are many tall structures, all kinds of different structures popping up here. Hey, this is like literally a Pillager Outpost. Apparently it's a legitimate outpost. I'm not so sure about that. Ooh, and something's going to be built over there by the looks of it. Yeah, there is a lot going on here, and I can't wait to finish this project over here. I've had so many ideas about it for a while, but I've been holding off because doing the creative stuff can be difficult sometimes. However, we had a live stream where we came in here and started working on decorations. I saw you out of the corner of my eye. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Okay. Get wrecked, creeper. Yep, burn to death. That's the way. So I'm doing some this and that. Doc asked me to sleep in a bed. My bed is occupied. I'm going to have to kick you out of there, buddy. Sorry. Need to sleep the night away. Ah. Let's try that again. So we built these pews where the villagers would come and sit, and obviously there will be some sort of altar at the front of this building, but I really do want to build something remarkable, and I got a few ideas floating around in my mind that are going to take some time, so we should wrap up the other details inside of this room first of all, right? But before we go any further, it kind of occurred to me, I never really told you the story behind the name of the armor that we've got here. So Evil Eyes is a reference to Evil X. Turtle Shell is a reference to the similarity between my skin and turtles. And then we have the Dirt Pants, because I'm a derp. And last of all, the Lava Flippers are a reference to the Lava Dolphin. If you remember the Lava Dolphin, you remember the Lava Dolphin. It's a hard thing to forget, isn't it? I think that iron bars might just be the perfect texture for us. I want to create a sense of intimidation here at the entrance, and I've just got this feeling that this might be the way to go. You can see though on the inside here, I've actually redone all of this, and again, intimidating is the feel that I'm going for with all those banners up the top there. I just rearranged some of the elements because I wanted to open up focus on the opposite ends there. And let's just wander around. One of the things we're going to have to do is put light sources underneath these carpets. We've got some decorative ones up the top here now. I've moved them out of the center. And down the ends here, I've tidied it up with some carpet and then some black terracotta on the walls. So that means this midsection is all done. I'm really happy with it. But the entrance over here, I just felt like iron bars are kind of intimidating, right? They're locking you out. And it's what's behind it that's scary. So if we go and put a whole bunch of these together, I'll probably take them all the way to the top. Yeah, that's got the effect right there. I think this is going to work. This project is shaping up and I am loving it. Look at this, magma blocks with scaffolding and campfires. They're just like little fire totems, and they kind of draw your eyes upwards as you follow the smoke, and then you can look up and get a sense of scale. And then over on the sides, I mean, I don't know a lot about churches and religious buildings, but usually when you go in, isn't there like something off to the side you can go and read or wash your hands and feet, that kind of thing. So we've got like these little workstations over here that kind of represent different uses. I don't know what they would be, but you can access that, and then you go through into the bard area, and I think I would like to use these again, but I don't know where they would fit in. Maybe just somewhere around here. Not entirely sure, but one last adjustment we're going to make is to rip out this one right here, the wooden beam going all the way across, and rip out the one at the other end, because I've realised I've kind of cut off the view of this big opening, so I want to get a little bit of that back, and I'm going to do it by removing this beam. But then that leads us to the altar that is going to go at the front here, and I've got something absolutely cracking up my sleeve that I want to build here. And then I run into an issue, one that I didn't foresee, and it's a classic issue. I've encountered it many times before. It's the old odd and even width of a room. do I want to build something here in the middle that is clearly going to be off by 1 block because it is an even width wide when we have an odd width here? A solution to that might be to deliberately offset it. Now this thing is going to be about 9 blocks wide. Well, part of it is. How many was that? 6. Talking and counting is tricky. And then maybe what we can do is put something in this space off to the side so it kind of makes sense. The other problem though is that this thing has something on top of it that's rather tall that I want it to be in the very center of this build, and that's not going to be so. But here's something cool, right? The main bulk of this is going to be 9 blocks tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going to do that again quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can use scaffolding to count upwards. There's been many times where I've had to like look at blocks and, you know, count them upwards and maybe even pillar up and climb and count. And now scaffolding can do that for you. The really great thing though is that you can go really high up and you don't even have to look. You could even just put a set amount into your hotbar, 5 scaffolding, and now you know how tall that's going to be when all of them have been placed. But yeah, the problem is that the full thing was going to take up this portion up here at the top of the roof, so I'd have to open it up even further. And then as you walk into the room, part of it is obscured, but I don't actually think that that is a problem. Anyway, let me show you what it was I was going to build. So what you're looking at is one of the new mobs in the extended Minecraft universe. This is known as the Pillager, and it comes from the Dungeons game. Now the Dungeons game isn't out yet, but we've recently had like a 90-second sneak peek of gameplay released at E3, and in that we saw this mob, the Pillager. I'm actually going to put I think it's a fan-made mob of this on the screen, so an image up there for you to check out. And that's what I've, of course, based this pixel art right here on. I thought it would be a great thing to have in the Pillager Outpost, one of the new mobs that isn't even in the game yet. Anyway, if you want to know more about Minecraft Dungeons, I did make a news video of it over on my second channel, so there'll probably be a card somewhere on the screen. This has all the potential to be epic, but the too wide thing, it's just not quite working. I thought I might have to extend the roof, but apparently that would fit in right there. And also, I haven't built the bottom of this guy. I figured what we'd probably do is have a rail across the front and then like a bit of a drop so you see its body over the ledge. And we're obviously going to have to push that back as well. It's a little too close. But you can really feel the off-center thing. It's not the worst thing ever, but it makes itself known. Oh, and I just feel like maybe after, you know, I was thinking about this for ages, how amazing it was going to be. After all of that, I might have to ditch this idea and come up with something different altogether. As always, your feedback will be most welcome, and so I look forward to seeing your suggestions about what to do. Oh, from out here as well. Why does it have to be like that? Oh, we need to be able to shift blocks over like halfway between each of the blocks. If I could nudge that all over by half a block, it would be perfect. What a shame. Anyway, I'm thinking about the entrance to this thing and perhaps working on the outside a bit since I won't be working on the interior anymore. It looks like a floor pattern, a path pattern has been established over here. We've ditched the path blocks that you make out of grass by right clicking on them with your shovel, and looks like we're going with this, making use of the new andesite and stone slabs. That's terrific. So we're going to do the same thing leading up to the building. I am not even kidding you when I say that that group literally spawned right where I was standing. I mean, I was just ambling around and then all of a sudden they spawned in all around me. I don't think the game checks to see if a player is nearby when it creates one of these random patrols. I so wish I was recording. Like, literally, I was standing in the middle of where they spawned. Oh my goodness me. Okay, that scared the wits out of me. Okay, I found the ringleader. I think I can drop this lava here without doing too much damage to anything. It's just got to spread out a little bit. And it should take out the guy with the banner. There we... No, it missed you, of all people. Excellent. Okay, the rest of these can be killed without any worry. Anyways, the pathing is all in place now. It fits in pretty well in this area, and leading up to here, I figured, why don't I keep these trees, sort of make them look like they're planted or whatever, and then check this out. Campfires underneath the Pillager banners. They just make them look super mysterious over here. I'm really liking it. It's a cool entrance to this area. You'll notice some iron bars and stuff. We're going to work on the surrounding terrain soon, but check this out. 3 blocks wide. It actually works. I'm always just, you know, moaning about this, but I decided let's build it because I know loads of you are going to say I should make it 3 wide. And think it works. This guy's got a bogey. What? I didn't place that there. Oh, yeah, I think this is the way we're going to go. I think it could work. So earlier I noticed some dirt blocks up in the sky nearby. Now we've got a fully blown quartz UFO of some sort. What is going on here? Why can't I fly also? There we go. We get going eventually. Huh. Let's pop down the... Oh, it's a convex thing. It's a convex thing, look. Right, this looks like the way up as it goes. And what do we have here? You have been abducted by the Concorp UFO. Have I now? I guess there isn't a way out of this thing. Oh, I could drop down there though. That's it, it's just a UFO. So last episode I asked all of you if you wanted me to partner with Sahara, and I'll put the results on the screen. Basically 97% of you thought this was a good idea. I can't argue with that, it will probably happen, and I might sell them more than just Wither Roses, but we will see. They are certainly interested in my supply, and I should probably go and AFK over there now and make sure I get my hands on some more, as they will probably want them in a rather large supply. So that's where I'm heading now. Anyway, this is the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed it, then leave a like. As always, thank you ever so much for your support on this series. I'll be seeing you soon with another one. So ciao for now. Ah, aha, that's how you use it.